Hey guys, this is all streamed at, and today we are going to be starting our road to the show. And here we go.
With the MLB draft already underway, a young prospect shares his expectations with a former coach.
Okay, so there is no showcase, no East versus West, nothing like that this year. It just jumps right into the draft. So, my player's name is Joe Random. I just kept the name. We may change that, but right now I'm just going to stick with Joe Random. And it says, have you been talking to any particular team? And I'm going to say I just want to play ball for the club that wants me the most. No favorite team you're pinning your hopes on. There is one organization I'd really love to hear from today. Let me guess, the Brewers? No. It is an American League team. The Yankees. No, it's on the AL West. Which team? That's going to be Seattle. Just be ready to give it your best for whoever puts their trust in you. Right. Don't want to tie up your line? Good luck, son. So I don't know.
Carlos, you lived that in your baseball career. What's this world like?
Oh, it's extremely exciting. You know that if you perform, you will get the call.
We've got a developing story here. JP, what are you hearing?
I'm checking the numbers, I'm talking to my sources and my scouts, and they're all telling me, hey, this could actually work.
Most of us mere mortals, when we were that age, we were barely chewing gum and walking at the same time, let alone playing the hardest game there is.
Let's see if he's pumping up mentally here to adapt. That's what good players do.
That dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call.
Who is it? It is Seattle. All right. I did not know if that would actually happen.
Continuing our MLB Draft Day 2 wrap-up coverage, back to the prospect that we mentioned before the break. There was some surprise, even some criticism of the front office over how early he went off the board. Jonathan Mayo, what do you think of this pick?
Man, I don't think any of us saw this one coming. This definitely feels like a reach to me. I had him more as a day 3 kind of guy. There was a split camp. A lot of scouts disagreed whether he's better as a pitcher or better as a hitter. I'm guessing the team felt that he's got potential on both sides of the ball, and maybe that adds some value to him. But this made me scratch my head a little bit for sure.
All right, Jonathan Mayo, thanks. What about you, Jim Callis? Was this a head-scratcher or the reach of the draft, as some of the other analysts have suggested?
Yeah, I talked to somebody with the team, and they're excited to get this guy. This is a guy they really want. And the 2 points the club made to me were, one, this whole debate, is he a hitter, is he a pitcher, what are you going to do with him? There was a lot of confusion. This team isn't confused. This team feels like he's got very good potential as a hitter and as a pitcher. They may even try to play him both ways. And they felt like there were a couple other teams that were starting to sniff around this guy. And, this isn't the NFL or NBA draft where you can trade down to get a guy you want. If you want a guy, you have to take him because there's no trades. And they felt like if they didn't take him where they did, somebody else was going to get them, and they just absolutely did not want that to happen.
Jim Callis, we appreciate the time. Thanks.
Okay. So, we are a two-way player. We can decide down the line if we want to focus one way or the other.
A minor league manager checks in with one of his players to discuss a launch plan for the young man's development.
The club is intrigued by your potential as a two-way player. I'm game. Let's try it. Where do you see yourself playing in the field? I kind of want to do an outfield this year. What spot? Let's go for left. I think that would be like a perfect position for a pitcher. Okay, well, one game on the mound and a couple in the field, and then we'll touch base again. Sounds good. But yeah, I'm feeling like left field is a good backup position for a pitcher.
Podcast and back on the prospect who's divided the scouting community. I am opposed to this belief that he went too high.
So let's go into the my player.
He's a guy who's got so much development left to do. He's got so much potential.
Okay, I know how to do the loadouts, so...
We don't know what he is. That, to me, could be a good thing. He can hit, he can field, he can pitch. There is so much untapped potential so far for this guy.
So, the default they have for me right now... Actually, let's do hitting. The default they have for me is slugger, power, and contact... Or power 1 and contact 5. So... That puts my reaction and speed down by 3. Okay, so my contact is actually going to be up by 4. Because the contact 5 brings it up by 3. But the power 1 brings both of them down by 4. So that'll make it a -1. The positive 5 from this one will make those a gain of 4. So that's not too bad. And the power is going to be up by 34. So I'm okay with that. So that's going to be for the hitting. And let's create a new loadout, and we will call this pitching. So, for the pitching, we can do filthy, painter, or cheese. I do kind of want to be a reliever. I don't really want to be a starter. Let's do cheese. That'll put our velocity and hits per 9 up by 40. That'll put our break up by 10. Our control up by 10, and our stamina up by 30. So, with this one, let's put our velocity up. And our control, let's put that up as well. So that will be what we use for pitching. This will be what we use for hitting. So that's not too bad. That puts us at a 58 overall. I don't know what these are. Pitch types. So we're going to have a four-seam, a changeup, and a curve to start with. We can't change those right now. We can change those at a later date. I know how to do that, but we can't do it now. I didn't want to delete that one. I wanted to delete this one. So let's go ahead and create recreate the pitching loadout. We had that as cheese, velocity, and control. Okay, so we are ready. What was that one? Pitch types and okay, yep. So we're good. We have everything we need there, and I am going to redo the appearance, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to edit a lot of things, and we will be back. Okay, so we have finished editing our player, doing everything that we needed to do. So let's go ahead and get into our first game.
Player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Let's review your pitch arsenal. Is it fastball, changeup, curveball? We're going to go ahead and we're going to say yes. Those are our pitches. Thought so. You'd let me know if you had something else to show me, right? Four seam, changeup, curveball. That's all I need to set him down. Classic stuff. Can't wait to see you work. And we are going to be playing our first game against the Naturals. And we're going to be hitting ninth and playing left field. And we're going to be starting off in the field.
And the next to bat will be Bubba Starling.
Number 11, Bubba Starling.
The windup
and here we go.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Base hit, and that's their first.
And we are not going to. Oh, well, we're gonna. We're gonna get it in time, so that's fine. Here's our first at bat.
Now to bat, Joe Random.
Let's see what we can do. We have pitch guess on.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
And our first at bat in Double-A is an RBI single.
That right there was his first Double-A base hit.
So let's see what we've got here. We've got 2 outs. We're gonna run.
A lot of guys never get the double.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field.
And that's a home run by not Daniel Lynch. Who is that? That is Sam Haggerty.
With 2 away in the inning. Next to dig in.
We are up by 4 now. In the top of the third.
Wind up and the 0-1. Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field.
Oh, okay. We could not get that. We were close. We need to get our timing a little bit better.
A solo shot here.
I've actually caught one of those in franchise earlier.
On the board, it's 4-1 now.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had it.
Not quite there.
At the plate now is Suey Matias.
And we're up by 6 in the top of the 4th.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Pulls this one in the air out to left.
Okay, right about there.
Random will settle under it to make the play.
And we got it.
First out as the runner will have to head back to first. And now,
here we are again. This is a different pitcher. He's going to throw a high 4-seam, and we're going to hit that right to the third baseman.
When you got your foot on the accelerator and the entire offense is
up by 8, top of inning number 5, 1 out.
1 for him here in this one. Hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is the left fielder.
Nothing.
And this one is gone, a home run.
Hey, in today's game of extreme velocity,
that was
if you have mediocre
a
stuff,
good hit.
You cannot miss over the heart of the plate.
Next up, Joe Random. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Looking to wiggle out of this here.
And there we go. We're going to get another single. And another RBI.
On another here as the runner scores from second. Next up,
so we've got
Sam
2 outs. He's got an 0-2 count.
Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Popped him up.
That will be caught for out number 3.
Merrill is there.
End of the 5th. We're up by 8.
Retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no error.
Here we go, guys.
That brings up Bubba Starling. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Bubba Starling with 2 outs.
Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. Left fielder looking up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Could not get it.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on.
I don't think we could have caught that either way. We are up by 9.
Next, it'll be
bottom of the 7th. We are hitting 2 for 3.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a line.
And that is a foul.
This is foul for the first strike.
Ooh, good curve.
Go after that one. He's in a quick hole.
That was a good curve.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that.
We have an 0-2
right
count.
There. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting.
We have a 1-2 count after a low and inside fastball.
Count is 1-2 now. Now a fastball, but that's
2-2.
And it's back to even at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions.
And that is not going to fall.
The gap in left center, and he will make the
better than a
play
strikeout,
there
though.
There are 2 away now.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a
and we have 1. This is our 2nd game. Still playing left field. I think we're going to play the first 3 games in left field.
Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3.
Okay, there's 1 out. We've got there's 1 out now.
Settle under it to make
and we'll get that back in.
Out as the runner will have to head back to first. And stepping in, Gabriel Cancel. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a
okay, let's see if we can get another one. We're not going to get that.
And that's in there, base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
I mean, that has to frustrate.
Could have been worse.
On the mound right there. You get him down 0-2.
Top of the 3rd, nobody out. We've got Sam Turner.
Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly.
That was way too far out.
Home run.
We had no chance for
When
that.
you hit a blast like that, it shows you this kid might live up to the hype. I know.
And here we go, hitting 500 on the year. 2 for 4.
He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. First pitch on the way.
And that is going to be out number 1.
Range to his left as he tracks this. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And the next to bat will be Bubba Starling. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Looking up is the left fielder.
Okay, I don't think we could have got that one either.
Well, he hit a homer last night too, so it's obvious that he's in
So
a
they
groove
pitched
right
that just
now. My advice to this
inside,
staff,
and
don't give
he
him
just
anything he can extend his arms on. You do
manages
he's
to
gonna make you
power
pay
that
for it,
out.
just like he did.
And we're down by 4.
So now here is Joe Random. He flew out in his last debut. Now the first pitch.
Good force seam. I thought that was going to curve out. Like that.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Here we go. Here's the 1-1 delivery.
2-1.
That's high and off the plate.
We are ahead in the count.
2 out, nobody on.
2-2.
Timing just to tick off there as this
That
one's
would have
fouled
been a
off to the
strike
right.
either way. We were a little bit late.
The offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable.
And that
One strike away
is
from 5 shutout innings.
out number
Starling
3.
is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter.
So we are down by 6.
Was a walk in his last trip. Get in the air out to left.
And there are now 2 outs.
Random is right
We'll get
there
right
as he'll
underneath
put it
it.
away without much problem for the 2nd out.
And we have a runner on
Next to
first
hit,
with 2 outs.
Random.
We have the same pitcher that started.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
And that will be a foul out of play. The second pitch
Come on, big guy. See it drive it. See it
Set
drive
to
it.
deliver the
will be what we want. It's not going to be long enough. That is out number 3.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. This one pretty well in the... Next,
And they're still shutting us out in the top of the 8th. There's 2 outs.
The 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway.
Go, go, go.
Left fielder
Wow.
is on the move.
That's a double. We messed up. That's on us.
Time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
And now it'll rattle up against the wall.
And there we go. There's still 2 outs. We're down by 7 now.
As a run will score on the play as well. Stepping in once again.
Top of the 9th, 2 outs. Runner on second. We're down by 6. And we should have this one right here.
Random will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side.
And there we go. This is our last chance at a hit today.
Last time up. From the stretch. Hard hit towards
And we're not going to get it.
Starling is there to put it
We
away,
don't
and
quite
the run
have
will
the
be
power
forced
to do
retreat
what I
back
want to
first.
do. And we have lost. We are 1-1.
Let alone on the
A double-A hitting coach touches base with
Okay, we have our hitting coach. If you're looking to maximize your development as a hitter, the batting cage is open on off days too. Good to know. Your off days are your own, but every bit of extra time you can commit to developing your bat skills will make a difference. Give it a try. And we do have another game as a hitter. And here we are. We have our first appearance
So now to the plate, Joe
in this next series, ended as at the plate.
First pitch of the AB now. And a pitch down. It's
And that's a ground ball.
Fielded cleanly. Throw in time at first.
Handled
route number
beautifully
2.
by the second baseman.
Striding forward now is the DH, Joe Random. 0 for 1.
Okay, there's nobody out with the runner on first.
Stretch, here's the pitch.
A little bit outside, apparently.
When that threat of running's on first base, man, does that change the whole pitcher's mentality? This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
He's running. Pitches a cold strike. The throw.
And he's out.
Bounces, but
Okay.
He's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Wow, that's a
Probably just barely. Ooh, that was quick.
But he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that.
And that one is not going to be long enough.
Giving chase. He gets there, and that's the
That's
second
out number 2.
To the plate now is the designated hitter.
Okay, and we're DHing, so that's why we're not fielding today.
For him in the ball game. First pitch on the way.
Wow.
0-1.
90, what is it, 92 miles an hour, and I was still that early. That was a good curve.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses.
Okay, we have a 1-2 count.
Into the windup and the pitch.
And we strike out, and he drops it, throws it over to first to complete it. And we have our final shot here. 2 outs, runner on first. We're down by 2.
Something happened. They're down to their final out here in the ninth.
What does he have? Okay.
He's set. Here it comes.
It's a good 4-seam. We were just a little bit late there.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves...
And we are on our last strike.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer
Okay, he threw
can
that
have
high.
is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any.
Let's see if they're going to throw it low.
Just attack the zone.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And the fastball sails on him, and that's to the backstop.
Okay, well,
and he'll make it to second here.
I like it.
Moved into scoring position now after the passed ball.
And this is why you can't lose focus for a second when you're behind the plate. Any mistake a catcher makes has serious
and
consequences.
That is
and the
going to be caught for the final out.
He makes the catch, and they have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over. Tonight's ball game comes to a close.
So let's return to the clubhouse.
Northwest Arkansas.
So over the first 3 games, we have 12 at-bats, 2 hits for a 167 average. That's going to get better. We have 1 run, no doubles, no triples, no home runs. We've got 2 RBIs, no stolen bases. I haven't even attempted it yet. No base on balls, and 1 strikeout. So that's not terrible. It's not great, but it is a start. And speaking of starts, that is what we are going to do in the next episode, is we're going to have our very first start as a pitcher. So I want to thank everybody that watched this episode, and stay tuned for the second episode, which we will do the pitcher. And go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter and Discord. The links will be in the description below. And have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys later.